Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing another pregnancy update for the second trimester. I think we left off around 18 weeks and I am now 24. It is week 24, so I'm a little bit ahead. They might not be all up to date, and I usually do 4 to 5 weeks at a time, so kind of like monthly updates. But I wanted to hop on here and share with you guys some things that have been going on. I'm just going to address my hair really quick because I know I'm going to get a ton of comments about it. I just got my hair done. I will have a vlog on my vlog channel. It's probably up before this one, of me getting a new hairdo. This is such a huge change for me because I've always been dark. I've never gone this light. I still have another process to do. So, you know, it's a little brassy. It's definitely got a little bit more work, but I'm loving it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you want to see like my hair transformation, and kind of how the whole process went, you can go over to my vlog channel and check that out. And I will also have the extensions that I'm wearing, listed in the description box for you guys. So we're going to start off with week 18, and that was such a huge week for me. So I'm just gonna jump in and I'm gonna go onto my Ovia Pregnancy app. That is where I track all of my like symptoms and kind of how I'm feeling day to day, week by week. Week 18 was such a huge week for me because I feel like it was the first week that I got to really feel the baby move. I felt the little flutters here and there, which I talked about in my previous pregnancy update, but nothing compared to what I started feeling in week 18, and I want to talk a little bit about that. So I'm literally just going to read off the days where I put in symptoms. So the first day of week 18, I wrote ate Chipotle today and felt like my taste buds were off. Wasn't appetizing at all, and it tasted weird. I love Chipotle, so that was like super weird. I just felt like it tasted strange and not normal. And I get the same thing every time. The next day I wrote not feeling great today. I keep getting hot and dizzy spells, had diarrhea, stomach has been really hurting, and acid reflux. I really think this is when the acid reflux started. I've been dealing with that for weeks now. That has been such a huge thing. I've never had acid reflux before, so I've never known how it's felt. And it's been really, really bad. I'll talk a little bit more about that. A couple days later, I put a lot in today. On the 24th of August, I put feeling sad and depressed today. I've been crying a lot, super emotional, was laying on my back in bed. I felt a tumbling motion across my stomach, put my hand there, and I swear I could feel the baby. So this is kind of when it started. I also put hips have been hurting when I lay on my side too much. For some reason, during this week and I think the following, I had really bad hip pain. It's kind of gone away. It's not too bad anymore, which is kind of weird because like the baby's growing. You would think that I would have more hip pain, but for some reason, every time I would lay on my side and I would force myself to sleep that way, I would have really bad hip pain. See, I swear this week I wrote a lot. I put, been feeling baby move all day. He's most active after I eat and after midnight. I can't get comfortable. My hips have been aching when I sleep. Shined a flash to see if I could get a video of him moving, and as soon as I put the flash on, I felt a huge kick. I feel like I can now distinguish what little kicks and movements are from baby. Woke up this morning to him moving and I could feel every kick. So surreal. So again, like I said, this week was just such a huge change for me, as far as feeling the baby move and distinguishing what it was as opposed to just like, oh, is that a little flutter? Kind of crazy just between 1 week how so much can change. Like it was just not too gradual. It was like, boom, I feel every kick. So the 26th, I just wrote, woke up with a bloody nose, so weird. I talked a little bit about this on my vlog channel because I have been experiencing bloody noses, which is really, really, really weird. And now I know that it's normal. I have asked my doctor about it and I looked it up. You're producing so much extra blood, which is also why I get so hot and I get hot flashes. But it's really easy for you to pop a blood vessel and I guess just something with your sinuses. It's just very common to get bloody noses. It's very common for your gums to bleed. I don't know. It's just something that is a weird pregnancy symptom from all of the excess blood that you are producing. So this was the start of it, but then I had literally like 3 days in a row, I think, with the bloody nose. On the 27th, which was the last day, week 18, I wrote, I have round ligament pain really bad tonight. Super sharp stabbing pain in very low pelvic area. I felt like my insides were stretching. And I remember this night because it was very strange. It wasn't like a period cramp. It was like a lot stronger, and it only lasted for, I don't know, maybe a minute, maybe less. And I felt like I had to like hunch over. It almost felt like a like contraction or something. But I did look it up, and it did say that around these weeks, round ligament pain can get pretty common. So that's what I put in there. I'm assuming that's what it was. So starting week 19, I said, woke up with a bloody nose. That's the 3rd time this week. Anthony felt the baby move for the first time today. He was laying his head on my belly, and he kicked him in the jaw. Now for week 18, I tried so many times to get my husband to feel the baby with his hand. I would just like grab his hand and be like, he's kicking, he's kicking. And he just kept saying like, I can't feel anything, I can't feel anything. And it was like so frustrating because I wanted him to feel him move as much as I was feeling him, and I felt him a ton that week. But then finally he like rested his head on my stomach. We were sitting there watching a show, and he kicked him right in the face. So that was like a huge moment, and I wish I got it on video. I'm so sad I didn't, but I like wasn't expecting it. It was kind of just one of those things where it was like we were in the moment. I also put on this day, stomach has been really itchy and top of chest constantly itches. Had to reapply lotion 3 times today. So this is definitely when I started to apply lotions on a daily basis. I would say like even though my stomach was growing, I didn't feel the need to put something on, but as soon as it started to itch, I was lathering up every single night. And obviously during the day, if I'm feeling itchy, I'm gonna put something on. But definitely on the top of my chest, I would just scratch so much. And I tried not to, but I've been putting lotions now, and I will show you guys what I've been using. But I have been applying kind of a combination of oil and lotion all on my chest area, all on my belly, my hips, my back, everything, just the whole center portion of my upper body. So a couple days later, on the 30th, I put feeling a lot of anxiety today. I had a psychic reading, a phone call reading, and I recorded it, but I actually am not going to be sharing it. It's just very like personal, and some of the things that she shared with me I don't really want to share, so I'm not going to be sharing it. But I just felt really anxious that day, and actually the psychic told me that I was very anxious. It was a phone call reading, but she was like, I'm feeling like my heart pounding, my chest, like, are you an anxious person? And I'm like, yeah. I also put fell asleep at 5:30, woke up at 7:30. I felt like I have a fever or something. My body feels overheated. I haven't eaten much today. I don't feel myself. The next day, I just put, I haven't felt baby move much today. It's making me nervous. Lots of cramping and pain in lower abs, and back pain is really bad tonight. So we're moving into September. I didn't really put much for the rest of that week. The last day of week 19, I put hips have been hurting and aching throughout the day, especially at night. I took a nap after dinner, bloody nose at night and congested, been coughing a lot at night too. It started yesterday. Now I put a lot of what I'm feeling, even if it's not necessarily a pregnancy symptom, because some things can be a little strange. Some things can just be like, I felt like I got a cold, or I had a cough, you know. Little things like that aren't necessarily pregnancy symptoms, but I like to share it because you'd be surprised with how many people feel the same things during the same weeks you're going through. So I just like to share everything. I know that many people don't take things like so seriously, and like the symptoms that I'm logging, they're like, oh my God, you log everything. Like, it's not necessary. But this is my first baby and everything's a new experience. And just like the bloody nose thing, like I literally don't remember the last time I got a bloody nose. It's probably been since I was younger. Like I never, ever, ever get bloody noses. So that was just really bizarre to me and I wanted to log it. So I don't know. I just felt the need to like say that because a lot of these symptoms, again, aren't necessarily pregnancy, but there's a lot of people that have experienced the same things. And I just like to put anything that I'm feeling in here, you know? If I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh, I feel this, I'll put it in. I've also put a lot of my emotions in these symptoms as well because I feel like that's important. I feel like, you know, I have struggled with anxiety. I've had depression in the past. You know, I like to share my feelings physically and emotionally throughout this pregnancy. So we're moving on to week 20. Not too many symptoms here, but I did write that I had acid reflux and I wrote keep throwing up in my mouth and burping a lot. So this is really when it started to get bad. I also feel like I constantly am like kind of burping throughout the day and it's gross. Especially when I lay down, I literally feel this like lump in my throat. Almost feels like you have to like throw up. I've never experienced acid reflux before, so this has just been very new to me. It almost kind of feels like acid. It just feels like acid in your throat. It feels like you need to throw up. I just feel like I need to keep drinking something. I've had times where I've actually like gagged and have tried to throw up just because it's so uncomfortable. And at nighttime now, I've had to sleep with 2 pillows behind me so that I'm a little bit kind of elevated. And I also try to avoid laying down after I eat because I've heard that, you know, can make it worse. So a few more symptoms for week 20. I just wrote on the 7th, I walked around a lot today and back pain at night. I notice if I'm cleaning the house, if I'm doing a lot physically, doing weddings, things like that, standing a lot throughout the day, which just seems like, you know, normal. I have a lot of back pain at night. I just noticed that it gets worse when I am just more physically active. On the 9th, I put exhausted in the middle of the day, went to bed at 8 p.m., woke up at 6 a.m. Tuesday, the following day, I said I woke up at 6, started doing chores around the house, became tired again, laid down, fell asleep, feel so tired. I also been craving some sweets and craving coffee a lot. This is when the Starbucks pumpkin stuff was coming out, so I was seeing so many things on social media about that and just craving, you know, pumpkin coffee. And I definitely am a coffee lover, and I know that with a lot of people that love coffee, sometimes coffee grosses them out when they're pregnant, but I've still loved it. Most days I'll have like half calf, so like I'll do like decaf and regular. I've said this so many times, but I literally never even finish a cup of coffee. Like I love the taste of it. It's a routine thing to me, like to have it in the morning. I have a craving for it, but I never like finish a full cup. Like I'll never even finish a grande from Starbucks. Maybe I would finish a tall, but I've definitely been watching my caffeine intake, but I just put it in there because I have had coffee cravings. I've just had to limit myself to how much I have, you know, just a little taste, a little fix of it, and I'm good. Starting for week 21, I put Anthony felt baby move for the first time with his hand over my belly. And that was a huge thing because I feel like so many times I would feel the baby move and I would feel everything, and you just can't wait until like someone else can feel what you're feeling, like outside the stomach. So around this time I had a lot of family members and friends get to feel baby, and that just was really, really exciting. The next day I put backaches after doing lots of cleaning and chores. Like I said, they get pretty bad after doing physical activity. On the 13th, I put burping a lot, acid reflux. And then I also put Mackenzie and my mum, my grandmother, felt baby kick today. Next day, I said, I feel like my right breast was leaking this morning. I also put lots of sharp pains and lower stomach, stretching feeling. And that was it for week 21. Week 22. This week I can visually see the kicks from outside my stomach. So cool. And then I also put my dad felt the baby kick today. I think this week my mom was away in Florida, and I was so sad because my sister, my mom, and my dad got to feel the baby, and I think my mom is away, so I didn't get to have her feel the baby until I think last week. On the 21st, I felt really sick getting ready. I waited late to eat, felt nauseous, and like I had to go to the bathroom. I couldn't sit up. Anthony needed to get me some ice water. I felt like I was overheating. Sharp pain in my back. Hurts bad when I breathe in deep or arch my back. It lasts for a little while and then goes away. Had some pain in my left hip today. Yeah, this day it was so weird. I felt off. Like I felt like I was just not feeling the greatest. Towards the end of week 22, this is a little descriptive and TMI, so I apologize. I had some brown bloody spotting today. Brown when I wiped and went to the bathroom, and had some brown with like reddish pinkish tint in underwear. This freaked me out, scared me. I wanted to call the doctor. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't anything to be concerned about, but I also kind of wanted to wait it out and see if I had any more, like if that was just it or if I continued to spot throughout the day. I didn't put anything else, but this spotting lasted for about 3 to 4 days. And I finally called my doctor on the 3rd day, which I probably shouldn't have waited for. But it's all good. It's all fine. I did want to share this though because it does seem to be kind of common in the second trimester. But I did talk to a doctor on the phone, and they asked me some, symptoms and things. And also this spotting was not with cramps. I did not have any stomach pain or anything. It was just spotting. So the next day, which would have been the 2nd day of spotting, I said that I felt a gush of something. I'm sorry, TMI. And I didn't think anything of it. Also, TMI, during pregnancy, I feel like you have a little bit excess discharge. And I just thought maybe it was that. But then when I went to the bathroom, I saw that it was brown spotting again. Starting week 23, I put that this was the 3rd day of spotting brown. And that was all I put for that day. And I remember this was when I was in the hospital because my nephew was born. And I ended up calling the doctor while I was there because I went to the bathroom and realized I'm still spotting. So what is going on? On the 4th day of spotting, it was definitely lighter in color. It was almost like a tan. Like it wasn't really even brown. It was like tan in color. So I felt good about that. I felt like, okay, maybe this is the end of it. And again, it never really changed in color, which is what the doctor talked to me about. She said, you are probably fine. It could have just been from, physical activity, intercourse. It could be many different things. But the fact that it is brown, it means that it's old blood. It's nothing to be concerned about. But let us know if it changes in color. If it becomes red, bright red, call us immediately. And also if you're feeling any pain. So I didn't have any of that, which was good. And that was pretty much it. The first day of spotting though was a little bit scary because it was more. I haven't had any spotting or anything for months of this entire pregnancy, and then all of a sudden I see something, and it just like freaks you out. But everything's good. No more spotting. I just had a checkup appointment and they said that that's pretty common. So don't be alarmed if you are in the 2nd trimester, if you're having any of that. Make sure you jot it down and note when you're experiencing that. They say the most common cause of that could be intercourse. And also the doctor did say, kind of relating to like the nosebleeds, that it's very easy to pop a blood vessel because of all the excess blood that you are producing. So you're more likely to have some spotting around this time in the 2nd trimester. That was pretty much it for week 23. The last day of that week, I just put that I woke up with another bloody nose. and that was pretty much it. So we are now into week 24, and I think that is gonna be it. I am just starting out this week, so I'm not gonna share any symptoms yet. I will save that for my next pregnancy update. I do want to share with you guys what I am using on my stomach. I also want to share another thing that I've been using for some of my body aches and pains, because I feel like that could be helpful. And I did share it, I think, on Instagram, maybe on a vlog, I don't remember. But I do want to share it on here. And then I will also show you guys a bump update, how my belly's looking at 24 weeks. So I just went and grabbed some of the products I've been using. Kind of the combination, this is so oily, it was in my bathroom. I lather myself up with this combo. So I've been using Bio Oil, which I feel like is really popular for stretch marks. It helps improve the appearance of scars and stretch marks, uneven skin tone, aging, and dehydrated skin. So I'm almost through this bottle. I need to grab another one. I just got this on Amazon, but I'm sure they have it in like any drugstore, Target, whatever. So Bio Oil mixed with the Burts Bees Mama Bee Belly Butter. And my friend actually got this for me, but I have been wanting to try it for a while. She got me this and then another lotion, which I'm gonna share with you. It's a combination of cocoa, shea, and jojoba butters. I know that cocoa, like actual pure cocoa butter, you kind of have to stay away from because it does have caffeine in it. But I have used a ton of this. I'm probably going to need another jar when I enter into the 3rd trimester. Probably after this month I'll be done this jar. Another product from Burts Bees is this leg and foot cream, and this is another product that my friend got me. I have been absolutely loving this. I have Anthony actually put this on my feet and my legs and kind of give me a nice massage after being on my feet a lot, doing weddings and stuff. If you didn't know, I have like a side freelance business, so I do wedding hair and makeup. So after doing a wedding all day, my feet are like killing me, and I love putting this on. This has peppermint oil and coconut oil. So nice. Like, it almost kind of feels like icy hot in a way, because it has this like cooling sensation, kind of tingly, and then has a little bit of like that warm feeling towards the end, like when it's like wearing off. So it's just so soothing. And I've even put this on my lower back when I'm having backaches. I put it on my hips when I was having that hip pain, and I just love it so much. So I've been using this a ton. I will definitely be getting another bottle of this. So those are all the products that I have been using on my belly, and now let's jump into a belly shot. All right, so hopefully this is a good angle, but this is my belly at 24 weeks. I am wearing one of those maternity jeans, and now I feel like I'll be able to show you down. I'll like pull this down so you can see a little bit better. No stretch marks yet. Really happy about that, but I still have a long ways to go. So yeah, this is what I'm looking like. 24-week belly. Baby is the size of a cantaloupe, I think. Some of my apps say all different stuff. I think I mainly follow the Bump app. But all of mine say something different. So 24 weeks, and they give you like cute little things every day, which is nice, but it does say a cantaloupe, and then Pregnancy Plus, which is a really cool app. If you do not have Pregnancy Plus, definitely get it. They show you literally what your baby will look like at these weeks. Sorry, I'm like out of breath. 13.62 inches. This is just, you know, on average. And then 1.46 pounds. And then you can see the baby and you like touch it and it moves. And you can also do like the actual size. So this is the actual size of baby right now. Isn't that crazy? It's like filling up the whole screen. Crazy, crazy. So that's week 24. And I think baby center Baby Center always says something different. So Baby Center is saying that my baby is about the size of an ear of corn. So there you go. But so I have a like full innie belly button, and it is like very deep. So my belly button has not popped yet, and I don't even know if it will. I guess we'll see. That'll be interesting to see. But yeah, this is what we got going on. Baby boy is growing strong. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did. If you would like to see my pregnancy journey, more of my life, go check out my vlog channel. I will have a link below. All of my socials will be listed below, as well as the end slate. So sorry about the lighting. It keeps going in and out. Please write your video suggestions in the comments below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.